there, and it is 14th October 2022, 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK. Every weekday on a Tuesday and a Friday at this time, I go live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. I cover topics such as Google Ads, YouTube ads, digital marketing, pretty much anything and everything to help you generate more leads or sales, whether you are selling products, services, coaching, consulting, anything you sell. These products or services can be promoted and advertised on Google and YouTube as long as they're within the Google's policies and they don't break any guidelines. So today I've got a very interesting topic I'm going to go through. That is YouTube ads. YouTube ads is where Facebook ads were about 8 to 10 years ago. It was very new. Not many people were doing it, and those who were running those Facebook ads, they were pretty cheap to run. They were very high converting, and same is the case with YouTube ads. We use a lot of YouTube ads in our marketing and advertising. We spent over $100,000 last year for our own agency campaigns to generate I think we generated about over 10,000 leads for ourselves. And it's 80% of our budget is set up on YouTube. Obviously, this is organic video marketing where we upload content on a regular basis. We upload 2 videos a day, every weekday. And we have been doing this for quite a while. And now we rank very well in Google and YouTube, where we generate more leads or sales. So, why do you want to get started with YouTube? Why not just the traditional search campaigns or display campaigns if you know how to run them? Most accounts which I see just run search ads. Search ads are the 4 ads at the top and some at the bottom of the Google page on the search page. The problem with those are there are hundreds, if not thousands, of advertisers bidding on those 4 top positions. The bids are very high, the click cost is very high. It's expensive. But as long as it is converting and you are being profitable, you don't mind paying that high click cost. We have got some clients paying more than $100 a click. So, but then the customer lifetime value and the average order value is also very high. So it's all relative. If you're selling a $20 widget, you cannot afford to pay that, obviously. So YouTube is where it's a blue ocean. And what I mean by that is there are 2 types of ocean. One is the red ocean and the blue ocean. Red one is where the bloodbath is. Everybody is fighting for those 4 keywords, 4 positions on Google, on the top of the search page, and there is very high level of competition. Whereas on YouTube, it's a blue ocean. There is no bloodbath. There is nobody there. You're quietly cleaning up, and the inventory and the volume of ads you can run on YouTube is unimaginable. You will never have enough budget to run out of inventory. Is so much inventory over there. The second thing is the search campaign or the search platform is, I believe, is only not even 20% of what Google is all about. You've got YouTube, then you've got the display network, you've got Gmail, you've got Discover. All these other platforms and channels is where you need to put your ad and your messages in front of your target audience. YouTube is where your audience is there. And from the top of my head, I think the number of minutes everybody watches on YouTube every day is like 60, 70 minutes or something like that. It is obscene and insane. because the amount of video content being consumed on YouTube is unbelievable, and you need to be there at your at the place where your audiences are. So what I want to do is today is show you how to create a high converting video ad. What I see in majority of the accounts is people just set up a campaign with a few ad groups and then maybe have one ad or video ad in each ad group. You need to test, you need to split test. And I'm going to show you how to do that today, because without testing different messages, different hooks, you are never going to succeed with ads. And with video ads, you need to do a lot of testing. You be prepared to be in for the long run and not just set up a campaign or two and you expect miracles. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. Du- du- du. Okay. So you should be able to see my screen. That's fine. Okay. So if you would like me to answer any questions, then please send it in the comment box around this video if you're watching this live, and I will tend to all those questions towards the end of the session, and I will answer them in the order I have received. So sometimes there are far too many questions and I run out of time if I've got another call to hop on. So please make sure that you put your questions in as soon or as early as possible, and don't wait till the last minute, because I might not be able to answer it for you. If you haven't liked or subscribed or shared my videos or live stream yet, then I'll be very disappointed. So please do so, because every time we upload new content, you'll be the first one to be notified of all the latest and the greatest we upload every day. And if you like a 30-minute Google Ads audit audit of your account, where you want me to go through it and see where you might be wasting money and where we have the opportunity to scale, I'll go through with you in person on our Google Meet link, and we can go through your account. So just send me a message through our website or through my social channels, and we can do a little audit for you. All right. So let's get started. So don't just pick up a camera or a video camera or a phone and start shooting. You need to create some kind of a story, and you need to have this format, which is right on your screen right now, which is first you need to have a hook, then the story, and then the offer or a call to action. Because on YouTube, you are interrupting somebody's viewing pattern. I have gone to watch a golfing video, all of a sudden your video pops up, which I cannot skip for 5 seconds. So those 5 seconds are really, really important. Don't put up a flashy animation of your logo or some transitions or some effects. Just go straight into the video with that message. And we need to showcase or point out a pain point. Are you struggling to? Are you struggling with losing weight, getting fit? Are you struggling with getting new leads? Do you want to improve your sales? See, these are the kind of problems you need to pinpoint straight up on your video, the first few seconds. Ideally about 10 to 15 seconds, no longer than that. A lot of time people ask me, oh, what should be the length of the video? I would say about 60 to 90 seconds, or anything under 2 minutes is good. It's fine. Don't make it too long, because what we want to do is to, first of all, have that hook. And I'll show you some different hooks as to how we do this. Straight up, point out a problem. Yeah. So they may be problem aware or not, but they will be, oh, yes, I'm looking to lose weight. I want to get a six pack, or I want to get build muscles, or whatever. Then the story. That's the main body of your video, which is about 45 to 60 seconds or something like that. In there, you want to showcase yourself, introduce yourself, showcase yourself as an expert in your niche. um, Give some tips if you need to. Look, if you did this exercise, little exercise, you are going to lose a lot of weight. And this little hack or routine or workflow has helped us lose weight, gain customers, or whatever it is you're selling, right? So you need to showcase the solution as well as to how your solution can help someone. So that's the story. So you don't need to have a long story, 45 seconds to a minute long. And then the offer and the call to action, which is download my ebook, book for a free seminar, schedule a call, or download a white paper or a PDF, or whatever that call to action may be. You need to have that because you need to tell them what to do and how to do it, right? So these are the three things which you must have on your video. So I'm going to break it down into some bullet points. So, first of all, attention grabbing opening script or hook. Then you introduce yourself, identify the problem again, you give them the solution to that problem, then you poke at that problem again. Think of those shopping channel ads. How many times they keep repeating the same thing? I know, and we are screaming at them, come on, move on to the next thing. Is because this format works. It is proven that if you follow these steps, it will work. You establish your authority. So if you are qualified or certified or you pass some exams or whatever, you mention that. Make the offer and the kind of call to action, right? I can see some questions popping in. I will address them at the end. So thank you for sending those in. So let's look at the hook. So I've got an example of a company who offers bridging loans. Now, YouTube ads, you might think, oh no, but it's not for me. It won't work for me. It works for everybody and every business. As long as you have got a hook, a strong uh, your offer, and then the call to action, right? So you need to have a good solution as well, and not just the hook. You've got to have something which will attract them. So this is for a bridging loan. So this is where people are buying a property from an auction. They are running short on funds for a project or whatever, right? So it's a short-term bridging. It's called a bridging loan, a short-term loan. So this is not a traditional loan where we are looking to renovate a house or buy a car or consolidate our credit cards and so on. So what we do is the hook one is somebody buying a property, right, with a bridging loan. Hook two, short-term commercial. So this is commercial bridging loan and short-term. All these are all short-term anyway. Then there's the hook three, which is the unregulated bridging loan. Hook four, which is for somebody who has got a bad credit history and then he or she can't get traditional loans from somewhere. And then the fifth hook is big projects. And you can see that there's only a couple of lines, hardly, what we've written. So the hook one, looking to buy a property with a bridging loan, need it fast and at amazingly low rates, then we are here to help you. Hook two, I'm going to enlarge this a bit for you guys. All right. Hook two is, where's my mouse gone? Okay. Think we had a bit of a a freeze on the video. All right. Hook 2, looking for a short-term bridging loan to buy a property or secure funds to complete a refurb project. Hook 3, unregulated loans are designed to bridge your funds. Now, if somebody is looking for a bridging loan, we don't have to educate them. Sometimes we do, but these people are aware of the solution that, yeah, there is something called bridging loans. I just want to know where I can get that bridging loan. So you don't have to explain a bridging loan is something where you can help buy your project property or renovate your new project or whatever, right? So we're not explaining what it is. We're just telling them that, are you looking to fund your gap to buy a property, fund your refurb project or property develop? Want a bridging loan but have a bad credit history? No problem. We at AppPay can help you secure a bridging loan from 100K to 50 million. And then the big projects. Are you working on a heavy refurb project for either a commercial or residential property development which requires immediate financing? So these are my hooks. So if you were to read this and put a stopwatch, you will find and you'll see that it's going to take you about 10 seconds or so, all of these. So I know, because I've done this so many times, that between 2 and 3 lines on an A4 paper at 18 points font size will be enough for me to create a hook. So these are all our hooks. Then we have the body. We're going to say, hello, I'm Amy from AppPay, or your company name. We are experts at helping you with your bridging loan requirements. We work with all leading financial institutions and brokers to help you get the best deal for your loan. We do all the heavy lifting, so you don't have to. We hop on a call, discuss your situation and the requirements, and then go about getting the best offer you can. We guarantee the lowest rates and no fees and all that. We work extremely fast, so you can quickly secure your property purchase and so on. And then the last one is the call to action. To get started, click the button around this video and book your no obligation consultation. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to speaking with you soon. Now, you can literally just copy this and replace it with your product or service. You can put your name in there, you can put your company name in there, and then we are experts at helping you with your whatever the problem is, right? We work with all leading companies or whatever. We do all the heavy lifting, so you don't have to. Most people can. This can be applied to any business. We hop on a short call if that's what you want to do, is to speak to somebody, discuss your situation and requirements, and then go out getting the best deals or proposals or quotations for you within so many hours, right? You can do that as well. Then your guarantee, whether you're offering loans, whether you're offering a 10-year guarantee for double glazed windows, or 1 year warranty or guarantee for car repairs or anything like that, you put in the guarantee or the warranty. Then you can also write, we work extremely fast, or we have the best trained and experienced staff, something like that. So you see, that's all you do. And you made a really nice video script, because this script is going to make or break your video campaign. Don't blame YouTube and Google. Oh, well, it is waste of money, it doesn't work. It works because you have the right message in front of the right audience. If you don't have the right message, you'll never know what's going to happen. You're going to waste money for sure. So just don't make one ad. So I have got 5 hooks and then one body. So all we do is we edit them together. Hook 1 with body 1, hook 2 with body, hook 3 body, hook 3, hook 4, 5 with the body and the call to action. You got 5 videos. You can start with 3. 3 is the bare minimum. Ideally, you want 5. Invest a bit of time and money in it. Call to action is get started. Click the button around this video and book your no obligation consultation. Thank you for your time. Now, what do you want to also do? You're creating these hooks, because that's the first thing which somebody will see, right? Those 5 seconds. Don't have the same shirt at the background. Wear a different shirt or a jacket or a top. different background, indoors, outdoors, change and move things around, right? Don't have the same thing, because people don't remember what was they will look at that video and say, oh, it's the same video, I've seen this. But if it's a different one where you're in a different location, different background, then they'll say, oh, I saw this guy with a white shirt before, but now he's wearing a red shirt or a blue shirt or whatever. Then you need to make it different. So make things different. And this is how you will create your video script, and then you go about shooting it um, with your video ads. So I want to show you some of my ads. So I'll go through with you as to how we've done it. So we're running these videos right now as ads. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, so this one is, again, you want to interrupt somebody's viewing pattern, right? So I've got this little background, or not little, I've got this background of a Pac-Man of the video game. Those of you who are old enough, I spent my childhood playing this game. And I'm just going to play for a few seconds so you'll see what I mean. And this is for 1 minute and 9 seconds long.
And deflated when your Google ads don't give you the results.
I've got a hold on.
I've got this background of a Pac-Man of the video game. Those of you old enough, I spent my childhood.
Okay, now it should be fine because there would have been an echo.
You deserve, and your competitors are constantly chasing you, beating you, and hounding you on Google ads, and not letting you succeed with your lead generation or online sales and marketing. What if we turn the tables around on them, chase them off Google, and have them for breakfast? Just like this. Won't you love it? Well, now you can. If you want to succeed with Google Ads, you need to talk to me. I have developed some of the most advanced.
So you got the gist. So this one is with a Pac-Man in the background. Then we've got another one which is with a gray background, you see? But it will be a different message. This is about scaling your business.
Do you want to scale your business using Google and YouTube ads? If so, then continue watching this video.
See?
Hello.
So that's a different one. And then we have another hook, which is about reason you fail. So this one has got my desk or my computer in the background and so on. So all three of them look different. So if you keep seeing these ads, you will see different backgrounds.
The reason most advertisers end up wasting the hard-earned cash on Google ads is due to the lack of strategy and focus.
So this is about, most people are wasting money. Other one was, are your competitors beating you? And the third one was, where was it? Scaling your business. Three different hooks, you see. So this is what you need to do to get your video ads in video script created into video ads. And then you throw all of these ads at a certain audience, test them, the ones which don't work, because not every of these will work with a certain audience. The one which is working, you keep running and scaling it. The ones which are wasting money and not getting you the results, you pause them in those ad groups. Now, when to stop and when to scale. So we have got certain metrics. So things like if the CTR or the click-through rate is not above 1%, and the ad has had about, let's say, 2,000 impressions, surely it's not working. So we pause it. If the view rate is anything less than 20%, then we don't run it as well. But if the video ads are converting, then the CTR and the view rate it does matter, but not doesn't matter as much as it is without the conversions. So when you get conversions, you can see, yes, I'm getting a good conversions at a good price. You let it run, and if they're wasting money, you stop them. All right. Where are we? Okay, so I'm gonna go onto the questions now. Start putting them in. Hmm, I had already been sent a few. I'll start with those, and then I'll start bringing them up on the screen as well. And if you haven't joined our Facebook group, the URL is on the screen as well. Please join in. It's free of charge. We got about, I think, almost 1700 professionals in there, and we all help each other out. If somebody has a questions or a problem, so please do join in. All right. Uh, I'll try and enlarge this a bit more. Okay. Could you make a video on how to exclude my YouTube ad from showing on YouTube search? Want to show it on in-stream videos only, but it goes to YouTube search. So YouTube ads or Google ads have made some massive changes going back few months, where all the video ads are now responsive search ads. So it's pretty much impossible to do that. Before we could exclude Google Display Network as well, but now Google is going to show ads, video ads outside of YouTube as well. So unfortunately, we don't have much control over it. Whatever is available, you will have to run your ads on those platforms and channels. Okay, these are questions from Swift Propel. I'll start from the bottom. I've got a doubt. While adding negative keywords to an ad group, should we directly exclude the search terms and add them as negatives? Exact match. Or should we mold the search terms and add them as phrase match negatives? What is a better strategy? No, better strategy, there is no such thing as a better strategy. It depends on how you are adding these negatives and how strict you need to be with the traffic, because if you are adding exact negatives, then Google will show other search your ads on other search terms which are similar to that. But if you go on phrase, then obviously if that word contains a certain word like iPhone, let's say, then all the iPhone search terms will be excluded. So there is no such thing as a better strategy. It's how you do it, and then how you have set up your campaigns or the ad group. So if you got one campaign just for iPhones, another campaign for Samsung, another one for Google or Pixel or something like that, or are they at ad group level, one for iPhone, one for Samsung, one for Google, and so on? So you will need to then decide whether these negative search terms or these negative words need to go at ad group level, campaign level, or account level. What is the fastest way to add negative keywords from thousands of search terms? Do you follow any steps, like first removing the low CTR terms, then follow conversion terms, then low conversion terms, then low quality score terms, and irrelevant ones? Yeah, so again, there's no protocol. Well, we have kind of as to what to include. For certainly irrelevant. If I'm selling iPhones and Google is showing my ads to Samsung users, then yes, absolutely, each and every one of them, Samsung ones will need to be excluded. But having said that, I may also be bidding on Samsung's keyword and trying to pinch Samsung's traffic and show my ad for iPhone. So again, it really depends on how your campaigns and how you have set up your account structure. Low CTRs and low conversion terms. If it's a low conversion rate, then your conversion rate will be very high. It's expensive. Or non-converting search terms, exclude them. But those usually come under the irrelevant ones. Should we include competitor related search terms as negatives? I just said to you, it depends. If you don't want to search a bid on Samsung, you only want to bid on iPhone because you sell iPhones, then exclude everything. But if you want to bid on Samsung and pinch their traffic, then by all means, don't include Samsung as negative. Okay. If a client is providing six different services and we are running one ad campaign for each, and all of these landing pages are connected to a common contact us form, then in this situation, how will we track individual form submissions in Google Ads? Because Google will count a conversion each time a form is being filled on a contact us page. So I think what you are saying is you are sending all your traffic to your website or to that particular service page, and from there they have to go to the contact page to fill in the form. I would never do that. I would have a dedicated landing page for each service with its own form. So then you can see easily how many form submits were for service one, service two, three, four, five, six, like that. So a little bit more work to do, but it's worth doing it in the long run. You once suggested that in order to test target CPA, we should never touch the main campaign. Instead, we should make a copy and test on it. Yes, that's true. In this situation, when we test the target CP in a copied campaign, then should we pause the original campaign altogether? No, never do that. Why are you touching the original one? Let it run. It's got nothing to do with the new test at all. Some people create experiments and all that. You can do that as well. We prefer to just make a new campaign because if it's not working, we just switch it off. Will it affect the efficiency of the original campaign? No, you campaign the new. See, if you are bidding aggressively in the new one, then it's going to take a certain amount of impression share from the original one. So it depends on how aggressive you are going up or down compared to that original campaign. Hi, Russell. Okay. Um, can you add individual negatives as well as negative dynamic targets? All right. So you're mixing these up a bit, Russell. Individual negatives, yes, you can do. The negative dynamic targets is you are referring to the dynamic search ads campaigns. So they only go to the DSA campaigns and not on the normal search campaigns. Normal search campaigns will have the negative keywords. That's about it. Can you make a video how to set up YouTube ads placement in September 2022? I'm not a very big fan of placements, and I was having this conversation with somebody on LinkedIn that placements don't work. Well, they kind of don't work because everybody is bidding on that same channel, the same video. The bids are very aggressive, so you need to be very aggressive with your bids, and then you will start to sell. So if I'm in your target audience, and let's say you're selling Google Ads, what you're saying is you will then target a certain channel or certain placement which is about Google Ads, right? So when I go to that channel or that placement, your ad is going to come in front of me potentially. But I may not go to that channel or I may not go to that video for weeks or months. So you won't be able to hit me with your ad. What you want to do is to follow me all over the internet and YouTube. So if I go and watch a football video, golf video, cooking video, or sitting down with my little one and watching a cartoon video or something like that, your ad can follow me anywhere, any video I want. That is a strategy which works really well, and you get a lot of eyeballs and impressions, and obviously conversions if it's the right target audience you are targeting. Okay, I can see some more comments and questions being put up. I shall bring those up now. haven't got long today. I've got another call to hop on, so I'll try to answer as many as I potentially can. Do remarketing campaign work for local business? How to create specific audience like add to cart, etc. for remarketing campaigns? Yes, remarketing campaigns work for any kind of business, be it local, national, or international. The only problem would be and will be that if you are a local business, your audience size would be very small. Your add to carts will be very small unless you have got thousands of people clicking on your add to carts, then that's a different matter. But if you are an e commerce store, why would you restrict yourself to a local campaign? That's what I don't understand. Unless you only deliver your goods in the local area. I think that's what you might be doing because sometimes certain items are very big. You can't courier them to the other end of the country. So in that case, you set up a remarketing campaign, but don't. I would not segment them down to add to cart. I would say I'll create a audience as to website visitors who did not add to cart or did not convert, because then your audience size would be a lot bigger, and in your local area you want to show your ads to as many people as possible. Okay, first question is what is the difference between CPM is cost per thousand impressions and target CPM is how much you are willing to pay for a TCPM, that if you want to pay 10, 20, 30, and so on. We never go on TCPM bidding, to be honest with you, or CPM bidding. We mostly go on max conversions, but all the time we go on max conversions and then we either set up a target CPA or target ROAS on it. What is the ad rank threshold? There isn't any such thing. You want your ad rank to be as high as possible to be competitive in the auction. Now that is dependent on how good your competition is. So let's say, give you an analogy of a boxing match. If you are fighting against amateur boxers, you are most likely to win the match because you are an experienced boxer and you know what you are doing, right? But if you are fighting against semi professional boxers or professional boxers, your competition will be tough. So you will need to train hard as well, right? To beat them. So this is what I would say to you is if your competitors are amateurs or advertisers who haven't got a clue about Google Ads, then they will be setting these up the wrong way. It'll be very easy to beat them, and you will only pay 1 cent more than the second best ad ranked advertiser. So that threshold is dependent on your competition and the other advertisers. What is the proper way to get access to client's GFO tag manager if the client doesn't have anything? Should we create them or guide them how to create it? Most clients, if they don't have it, it is a pain to tell them how to create it. They have come to you as an expert to help them with their digital marketing. It's like a plumber comes to my house and says, "Okay, I need you to help me stop. Show me where this is or where this stop valve is, and how to stop this the water flowing from this tap or whatever it is." No, I don't know. This is why I've called you. You work it out. What is where. In that case, I would just create a new account if they don't have anything and give them the admin access. As simple as that. That's the quickest way. Otherwise, if you wait for your client to create these accounts, you'll be waiting for a long, long time. Hi, Raj. I'm good, my friend. Thanks for asking. Is JTIN number mandatory if I want to upload my Shopify feed to Google Merchant Center? Um, for custom products, obviously, there is no JTIN. But if you got products which you're selling, then yes, because you want to give Google as much information as possible. So Google knows that it's a phone or it's a pen or it is whatever. You need to make that feed as optimized as possible, just like we optimize our keywords and negative keywords and keep adding negatives. Shopping campaigns work like these as well. So if Google doesn't know if you're selling a red apple or an orange apple, no, not orange apple, oranges, a red apple or a golden apple, your ads will show to the wrong person looking for the wrong product. So you got to optimize it as much as possible. For a print on demand store with thousands of unique design products and variations, you won't have these. As I said, this is a custom um, product. You don't need JIT, and you then go on the brand and other um, information which you need to put in the feed. So you don't need to worry about G10 unique. These are what we call the custom products. So if you're selling printed T-shirts, mugs, caps, postcards, and so on, yeah, you don't have G10. Okay, thanks, Asim. I'm glad you enjoying this. Okay, I'm new here. I've learned Google Ads and other social media ads, but I don't have any experience. How can I approach clients to accept my service? Does free trial work? Give some advice. I know you want to get started with Google Ads, but I don't think it's the right way to approach clients right now because if you don't have any experience in Google Ads, how are you going to you're just setting yourself up for failure and frustration. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm just trying to stop you from making a big mistake. Um, you need to learn these ads, be it Google, Facebook, TikTok, or whatever. Get some experience, work for somebody, work as an intern, and then venture out on your own when you know a thing or two about Google ads or any kind of ads. Um, Client is going to ask you, okay, what can you do? What can you offer? Have you got any proven results? And unfortunately, the answer is no for you. So, yes, you are in the right place to learn Google Ads, which is a great step and a start, but you need experience. And without experience, it is impossible to just jump into the deep water without knowing how to swim properly. You'll only sink and drown. Okay, that's just a heart. Thank you very much. You're most welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay, Raj. Okay, I'm just going to take a couple more questions now. Is it a wise idea to run a normal search campaign on a product collection using exact keywords and then run a DSA on the same collection but have exact words from the first? Yes, you can. Because the DSA we use as well as fishing for new search terms which we never thought of, but Google is giving us these new ideas, and then you will find, I need to change the messaging in my ads because these people are searching for something else, but it is very close to our product or service as well. So we can reach out to a broader audience. So DSA is a great way to broaden your net on the search network. Yeah, absolutely. So you can exclude brand terms from DSA as well, and so on. How is conversions TCP gets more clicks than maximized clicks? Mm, well, you got a question mark at the end. That means you're asking a question and not making a generic statement. Oops. Um, Target CPA won't get more clicks than maximized clicks. I don't see how you are measuring each one against each other. So you need to be a bit more specific as to what you are trying to ask. Oh, hello back. I've been watching your videos for more than 3 to 4 months now. You make knowledgeable videos. Thank you. I run a Facebook group where I teach Google Ads in easy words to Pakistani community members. Lovely. Yeah, share my videos and ask them to come here and join in. Thank you for being here. Okay. Thanks, Raj. Appreciate you guys being here. How to combat fake clicks? This question comes on pretty much every session I do. You can reduce it, you can minimize it, but you can never stop it. Just like people steal from shops and they rob banks and they steal from other places. The companies like Disney cannot stop all the piracy. Then who are we to stop all these fake clicks? Yes, you can minimize them, but you will never be able to stop them. Cool. Thank you so much. I've got to hop on. I've got another call to jump on right now. So I hope you had a great week and a productive week, and have a great weekend. I shall be back here again on Tuesday. So join in next week with your questions, and I shall cover another interesting topic for you guys. Bye for now.